After his great success and winning a fortune, Michael Jackson wanted to relax by surrounding himself with children and building Netherlands. Macaulay Culkin was one of those little kids whose friendship added magic to the life of the king of pop. Stay with us if you want to know the history of their relationship and find out what they have in common. Michael Jackson and Macaulay Culkin first met in the backstage of the play The Nutcracker in New York in December 1989, 1 year before Macaulay became the most famous child on earth for his movie Home Alone. Jackson, along with his friend Donald Trump, I know it's surprising, went to Culkin to tell him that he's a great admirer of his talent and that he loves his performance in the movie Uncle Buck. In the end, Michael invited him to his home and Culkin, who was not aware of how famous he was, accepted it just like a friend. In this simple and unexpected way, a long and strong friendship between the artists was formed. In fact, these two superstars had a lot in common because they both started their career at a very young age and their childhood was filled with work. Hard work. Shortly after their first contact, Michael asked Macaulay to perform in one of his music videos, Black or White, which was released in November 1991 when Culkin was 11 years old. Michael's father, Joe, using the talent of his children, especially music, made them record in the studio for hours until the evening without the possibility of rest or play. Those poor kids. Eventually for Michael, this tight schedule turned into a routine since he had been getting used to it since he was 5. Michael later recalled how he cried because of loneliness, which meant he could not live like other children and he had to work all the time. But that's not all, because Joe tormented children and often punished them, ordering them to carry large bags of cement in the yard or beat boys with a belt or a string of an electric kettle. Michael, along with Jackson 5 group, which he formed with his brothers, also mentioned hundreds of bars, nightclubs, which they had to perform in and where he saw horrifying things at a young age. That's why he never wanted to be in the disco again. And in addition, the very fact of thinking about his father made him want to vomit. Jackson loved childish fantasy and carelessness because in his young age, he never had the opportunity to actually enjoy everything as a child. Going back to the history of Macaulay and Michael, they were both seen together in the 90s on countless occasions and both found true comfort and support in each other's friendship. Culkin has always been the guest of honor at the Great Ranch of Michael Jackson, the mansion and the amusement park that imitated the Netherlands of Peter Pan. Did you even know that? When defending his great friend Michael, Macaulay talked about his relationship with the music idol, saying, "He enjoyed my youthfulness. He liked being a kid with me." He said, "It never struck me as odd. I never felt uncomfortable. That was just the way he was." Culkin mentioned that Michael Jackson often contacted him to see if everything was going well in his life. "He was like my best friend growing up for a stretch of time. It was a legitimate friendship." Macaulay pointed out that the most remarkable thing about him was that he had never been the king of pop as an idol for him. He was an ordinary person, just a friend whom he loved very much. He did not even like his music as a child. Therefore, it can be said that their relationship was a pure friendship. Culkin and Jackson remained in contact until the singer's death in 2009, and today, Culkin maintains a steady, active relationship with Michael's children, including the daughter of the musician Paris Jackson, whom he's the godfather of. He takes care of her just like how the king of pop once took care of him. What do you think about Michael Jackson's relationship with Macaulay Culkin? I would love to know your opinions, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.